Dear parents, guardians, and students, greetings from Woodford School, Lusaka. This is an update on the changing COVID-19 situation here in Lusaka and around our school. We thank everyone for your continuous support and understanding as we collectively face the challenges that the COVID-19 pandemic presents. We are aware that there has been a recent surge in COVID-19 cases due to the virus's highly infectious new variant spreading nationwide. We understand that this may be causing many members of our school community to be feeling worried for themselves and their loved ones. Additionally, we have had to move classes affected by COVID-19 instances to our remote learning platform. It is concerning to report that as of June 8, 2021, the number of active cases in our school stood at 3. We expect that these case levels will continue to rise for some time, bearing in mind the established data for community positivity rate, which has increased to 10% from the first week of June 2021. Our school reflects the broader community. As the new wave of infections impacts our city and the rest of the country, we see increasing COVID-19 cases in our school. While we know that this new variant does not seem to result in more severe illnesses, we know that it is highly contagious even to young children. This means that we all must act now to stop these figures from rising any higher and the virus from becoming completely uncontrolled. As Woodford School Lusaka, we continue to do everything we can to keep our staff and students safe. And we thank you for your continued support and shared commitment. Keeping one another safe. We are very proud of our students and staff who have shown immense resilience and significant changes in how we conduct teaching and learning across our school. Although it can be difficult to see the light when you're not out of the woods yet, we have many reasons to be hopeful. Most of our students continue to impress us with their ability to learn and thrive. Our staff are committed to supporting our students. As the school goes on midterm break next week, we appeal to all our parents and students to take COVID-19 prevention measures seriously in the light of the rising infection rates in our community. The school has taken the following measures in response to the current public health situation. The school calendar. The school calendar has been amended as follows. Midterm break will commence on Friday, June 11, after knocking off. Students and teachers will return to school on Monday, June 21. Our annual sports days have also been postponed to a later date. Sports days will now be held on July 13 and 14. Midterm break, June 11 to June 20. Mid-year and mock examinations, July 2 to July 9. Great academies will now be held on July 16. Health measures to be taken. All Woodford School Lusaka staff will undergo PCR tests for COVID-19 on Friday afternoon, June 11. We are advising parents to take their children for COVID-19 tests during the midterm break. Teachers will work from home during the midterm break while we conduct deep cleaning of the whole school. To encourage young learners to wash their hands during the cold season, Woodford School Lusaka will provide warm water where possible. The eventuality of remote learning. The school has an effective remote learning strategy in place should there be a need to transition to online learning entirely. In the meantime, we will continue to provide daily work on Google Classroom to all students not attending school in person due to self-isolation. Parents must ensure that children have adequate internet and electronic gadgets for this purpose. Extracurricular activities. All clubs will be conducted online in the Google Classroom from June 21. The school requires your support in ensuring that all learners attend afternoon clubs and activities for which they have signed up. Activities of children in the school. Physical education will continue to be offered in person for individual classes. From June 21, all reception 1 to 4 students will knock off at 12:20 hours. Grade 1 to grade 4 students will knock off at 12:45 hours. Grade 5 and grade 6 students will knock off at 15:20 hours only on Monday and Thursday, whereas grade 7 students will knock off at 16:30 hours daily. Students will be kept in their class groups and monitored by their teachers during break times. All children will remain in their classrooms at pickup time until they are called to their respective pickup points. Educational trips. We are mindful of the potential risk of students and community members contracting the COVID-19 virus during an education outing. For that reason, all local school trips have been postponed to a later date. The school will continue to monitor the situation and will advise you in writing before we resume local education trips with affected classes. Call for shared responsibility. Preventing further spread of the COVID-19 requires input from everyone. We all need to keep following the guidance given for preventing further infections. School children are safe in school because of all the other protective measures in place like ventilation, contact tracing, extra cleaning, masking, and hand washing. It is unlikely that the same level of adherence to COVID-19 prevention measures is followed elsewhere. We urge families to avoid attending gatherings and traveling to crowded places such as churches, funerals, weddings, matebeto, and where possible, discourage and manage visits to their homes. Families who are managing active COVID-19 instances in their homes should not send children to school, as this exposes other learners and their families and further undermines our resolve to fight the COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you for your patience and your support in this unfolding situation. Please be assured that all school staff will continue to implement appropriate safety measures to help mitigate the risk of transmission and do our utmost to keep our all school community safe. The school will continue to monitor the situation and review the current measures to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you for your ongoing collaborations, support, and messages of thanks as we navigate this challenging time together. Thank you and good day.